Okay. All right, you guys. Well, welcome to our first Why Bravenly of November. This is a very short but informative call on why Bravenly, why you should say yes to Bravenly. My name is Tara Castaneda. I'm a Silver Executive Vice President here with Bravenly. Fancy title for a fancy position that I'm grateful to have here at this incredible company. But I want to tell you a little bit about my story because it might resonate with you. So I have been in this space, network marketing, for 12 years. It happened by happen chance, but I really believe it was divine intervention from God that brought me into this industry. But I've been here for 12 years in this space as a top leader, and I want to tell you how I got started and then how I ended up at Bravenly. So, kind of two parts of my story. I started when my first baby. She's in this picture here. She's the far right one with her foot kind of sticking out. She was 3 months old at the time. I have a master's in business and I was working full time. My husband was working full time. We got surprise pregnant, and I said, well, I'm gonna stay home with her for a little while. And the second that I found her, I held her. I knew that I wanted to take at least 12 months off to be with her. And when we made that decision at that time in our lives, we knew that financially it was going to be really tight. We didn't know how tight it was going to be, though. And when she was 3 months old and my husband was working overtime, he never really got to see her. We were living paycheck to not even paycheck, it was below it. When she was 3 months old, we got $50 behind on a gas bill. And it was in the month of December, it was cold. And when that happens, they will turn your gas off where we lived. So that meant we did not have hot water. We did not have working stove and we didn't have heat in the house. And I remember crying to my husband, feeling like a complete failure of a parent. Failure. I remember holding her, just thinking, how could we do this? We were humiliated and we were honestly too prideful to ask for help. We were very embarrassed. And so I found myself one evening while my husband was working overtime. I had to take a big bowl of water and microwave it to bathe my 3 month old daughter. That was the only way I could get hot water. And that moment changed everything for me. I sat on that kitchen floor holding that baby. Literal tears were falling from my face onto hers. And I remember asking, how am I ever going to have more children? How am I ever going to take her to Disney or put her in dance? How am I ever going to bring my husband home so he can see her? And so I prayed on that kitchen floor for something. Had no idea what I was praying for, but I just prayed to God, please, please help me. I'm waving my white flag. I surrender to you. I don't know what to do. 7 days after that prayer, a friend of mine said, hey, Tara, do you know so and so? I said, yes. And she said, do you know she's making $75,000 a month doing this? And I thought, oh, you mean a year? That's great. That's great. She goes, no, no, I mean a month. And I thought, what kind of scam are you trying to bring to me? First off, I thought, no way, Jose. But she was like, no, no, Tara, it's very for real. And I thought, well, okay, I don't need $75,000 a month. I need $50 to turn the heat back on. And so I remember talking to my husband and saying, babe, I don't know what this thing is because I had no idea what network marketing was when this crossed my path. I was like, I don't know what this is, but it's a way that I could be home with her, but maybe I could bring in a couple extra $50 or $100, maybe. And he was like, babe, anything will help. Go for it. So I said yes. And in my first month, we used to get physical paychecks back in the day. I remember peeking into that envelope, looking at it, and there was a comma in my paycheck. It was almost $1,100. And that's when I knew I was doing something illegal. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's when I was like, whoa, what is happening here? What is this? What did I just do? And even my husband was like, babe, go cash the check. They made a mistake. I don't know how you made that. I was like, go turn the heat back on. But we sat down and in all seriousness, we looked at it and we thought, oh my gosh, this is legit. This is for real. And then I was like, well, what is it that I'm doing? And I studied the industry and I learned that it's a thing and it's a real thing. And I thought, oh my gosh. And that's when I asked a question to both myself and my husband that changed the rest of our lives. This was 12 years ago. I said, what if I actually did this and got serious. And that's when things shifted. At that point, uh-oh, did my screen go away for you guys? No, it's still showing. It's not showing on my end. I don't know where it went. Let me pop it back up. Oh, there it is. So fast forward after that time, that moment that I asked myself a question, 12 months later, actually 11 months later, I hit the top of that company and was making more than I was in a year in a single month. And I had a master's in business degree. And then that's when I looked at my husband and I said, babe, you're doing this with me. 12 months later, he hit the top of the company alongside me. Several years later, we ended up getting a third account to the top of that company. And to say that our lives drastically changed in a short amount of time is an understatement. We now have 5 little girls that you can see in that picture, and I'm pregnant with our 6th. He's a boy. So we finally got the boy. I don't know what I'm going to do with a boy, but he's just going to have to like pink. I don't know what else to say to him. But we're so excited. We live on a ranch in Austin, Texas, a dream home, and we homeschool our kids. My husband and I have not had an 8 to 5 job in 11 years. In 11 years, we do network marketing full time. So this industry absolutely changed our lives. And maybe you're on this call going, well, I don't necessarily need all that. Okay, because homeschooling with your husband, living 24/7 with your husband and kids, it's not for the faint of heart. I love my people, but it's a lot of togetherness. Okay, maybe that's not what you're looking for, but maybe you're looking for $500 a month, $1,000 a month, $5,000 a month, or more. Any part of that time of that frame is possible in this industry, and especially in this company. So why did I leave all of that where I was if it was so sweet? And it was to come to Bravenly. That's what I want to talk to you guys about today. From my perspective, a top leader of this industry, I walked away from what we had built for 10 years, which was a solid business where we didn't have to do much in the last few years to continue getting paid. We had built something solid. But why did I walk away, start from zero, start from scratch, and why did I put all my eggs into Bravenly? That's what I want to share with you guys tonight. And it starts with the owners. So I'm not going to share why I left the other company. Okay, that's another story for another time. But I am going to tell you why Bravenly. Like I said, it starts with the owners. So meet Aspen. Aspen, you can see her. I travel together with her. She's holding my youngest in that far right picture. This is her family in the center. She's our CEO. And Brent Emery is her husband, and he is the COO. And those are her 5 kiddos. Her adult sons work in Bravenly, and she also homeschools. So I immediately kind of got close with her because I was like, hey, homeschooling mom of 5. But what I saw in her from a business perspective was remarkable. So she has field experience. So she is a field first CEO, which if you've never done network marketing, or if you have done network marketing, you know how important it is that a CEO understands what we do in the field. It is invaluable for that CEO to understand what this requires on this end. Not all CEOs know that. And it's very hard, in my opinion, humble opinion, for a CEO that has not built in the field to even understand remotely of what I do. Okay, even if I try to explain it as clear as day, it's very hard. So I love knowing that she built as the top earner of her company, the fastest one to the top of her company. She did that. She knows what it's like to build. I'll tell you another little story about her past that I think is important right now in the industry. You see a lot of companies that are closing or that are going affiliate for various reasons. That's another Zoom. I can explain why financially. I'm a numbers person. But for her, that happened to her years and years and years ago, where she woke up one day and her company closed its doors, and she knows what that feels like. And she didn't know at the time that she was going to be a CEO of a company in the future, but that was a pivotal moment in her life going, no, my heart is always for the field. My heart is for network marketing. My heart are for the families that build this. So when she comes into this, you can feel it immediately, her heart for this. You know she's in this for the right reasons. You know that she would move whatever she could physically move to make it possible for the field to succeed. because she's lived it. Fast forward for her, she then worked at a very large company, scaling them to over $500 million on the corporate side. So not only does she understand field, she understands corporate and what that takes. And they also have traditional business experience. So for her and for them, it was truly their heart and the way that they lead and their experience that made it so different for me. We're also a family owned. So it is her family that privately owns. We do not have investors. We do not have venture capitalists. We do not have people pulling strings financially and telling us what to do. We are a debt-free company, no hidden debt, no blind spots. We are a debt-free company, family owned, and we are faith-based, and we're proud to be that faith-based. We are not a church. Okay, we are not a church, but I hope that you have your own church if that's the case. But we do lead with faith in everything that we do, which mattered to me tremendously. It mattered to me because that aligns with my morals, my ethics, my values, and it's shown in everything that they do. They pray over chairs. We have optional worship service. We don't just say we're faith-based, we actually show that we're faith-based. We have it on our website. We have an area where you can click, go to Bravenly, and it's, how can I pray for you today? And we have people that actually sit there and read those messages and pray for you. That matters to me. And hopefully it matters to some of you here on this call. And we have incredible founders with experience, like I shared. The second thing that mattered to me and why I said yes to Bravenly is you got to have good products, right? I got to trust what I'm recommending to people. I got to trust what I'm also consuming. I have to believe that it's good. And that was made very quickly evident to me in this product line. So we have high impact products that are naturopathic doctor formulated. So naturopathic doctors, what they tend to specialize in is they use things of the earth, roots, vitamins, minerals, mushrooms, that allow the body to heal itself. That's truly what a definition of a naturopathic doctor is. So we have a panel of those doctors who formulate our products. They are quick acting because of those formulations. I don't know if any of you have ever tried products and you have no idea if they're actually doing anything, right? I mean, is this working? Is it doing anything? Am I peeing it out? I don't even know. Here, you know that they're working. You can feel something pretty quickly, some within 20 minutes, some within a couple of days, some within a couple of weeks, but the majority of them, you can trust that they're making an impact on your body and you feel better. Okay, that's important. Another thing from a business perspective that I love about our products is they are multi-beneficial. So whereas, you might have to buy a probiotic for a probiotic and then a multivitamin for a multivitamin and then a protein for a protein, what you'll find here is you can take one product and it's like taking 3 or 5 or 9. You can see right there the greens, 9 in 1. You're getting better bang for your buck, and it's an easier routine for you as a consumer. Okay, so I'm not going to go into the nitty gritty of our products. If you want that, we have a video for you. We can get that to you. But I'm just going to quickly review some of our product line. We've got functional mushroom coffee and some capsules that are incredible. We've got an apple cider vinegar and turmeric beverage in capsule. No, it doesn't taste like ACV. It kind of tastes like chai. It's delicious. It helps with inflammation, bloating, swelling. We've got Ignite, motivation in a pill. Helps you get the things done that you want to get done. It also helps with weight management. We've got blood sugar support, a vitamin-infused energy drinks that have natural caffeine, not synthetic, no artificial colors, no artificial sweeteners. It's all on the healthy side, the crunchy side, if you will. We've got greens, we've got protein, we've got stress relief, we've got a sleep aid, we've got hair, skin, and nails, we've got detox, we've got hydrate. I mean, my goodness, we just launched a kids line and I haven't even had a chance to update the slideshow here, but we just launched a kids line with it's a greens product for kids, but they would never know that it's a greens product. It tastes like berry fruit juice, and it's actually pink. And then it kind of changes to an orange color, which my kids find very amusing. They love that, by the way. I drink it. It's delicious. We've got a hormone support product, cortisol support product. You name it, we've got it, and it's done really, really well. And our products come in bundles, which is really great for the consumer. We've got a lot of different bundles, but we typically always recommend Accelerate Trio here in the center to get people started with. And we have a 65 to 80% customer reorder rate. That is tremendous, you guys. Typically in the industry, 35 to 40% is considered good. Okay. 65 to 80%. That is mathematical proof that these products work. This is a customer reorder rate, not a brand partner. This is people that don't have skin in the game other than just their own health. They're reordering it because they love it. Okay, that is proof. And from a business perspective, that means solid business, residual orders, recurring orders. On the top far right of the screen is myself. I don't look like that anymore because I'm 7 months pregnant, but that is what I did look like with the help of Bravenly. You can see that I was a little puffy, as my 3-year-old would call it. I was squishy. I was squishy. She loved it, but Mama did not. And so Bravenly helped with that, and I started feeling a lot better as well. Okay, the third thing. So we've talked about leadership, right? We've talked about products. The third thing are systems. Okay, well, Tara, what is a system? What does that mean? Well, when you get started with something like this, you need to know what to do, right? How do I get customers? How do I retain customers? How do I build a team if I want to build a team? How do I help somebody do what I do and become a brand partner? How do I teach duplication? That is what we provide here, not only from a corporate perspective, but from a team perspective as well. Our team is one of the fastest growing in the entire company of Bravenly. And I say that not to toot our horn, but maybe I should toot just a little bit. We are incredible, you guys, because of the systems that we provide for people to plug into. We have regular opportunity events. Hi, hello, you're on one of those tonight. We have this regular for you guys where you can invite your friends and you don't have to be the expert. You don't have to know the answers. You can just have somebody pop in and take a listen. We have streamlined onboarding, a 14-day onboarding system where you don't have to second guess. You don't have to ask, how do I do this? Or what resources? Or how do I get plugged in? We literally have it step by step by step. If you just follow it, you can plug and play. Okay. We have duplicatable checklists so that you don't have to ask, what is it that I should be doing today? Or how do I reach this goal? It's all outlined. We have social media content. We have regular newsletters from both the company and the team. We have all of the support that you could ask for. In fact, sometimes I'm like, maybe we have too much support. I don't know. Is that a thing? Maybe not. I don't know. But we have systems that work. And that is why we are one of the fastest growing teams in all of Bravenly, and why people, even in the outside of Bravenly in the industry, but also in the company, they're knocking down our doors going, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Well, we're just a part of an amazing community here at the Brave Collective inside of Bravenly. All right. Number 4, this one was big for me. Okay. So let's go back for just 2 seconds real quick on my story at the beginning. Remember how I said I went really fast at that other company, 12 months to the top, another 12 months, my husband got to the top. Well, we happened to join a company inside of what's called Momentum. And that was, by the grace of God that we did. But what is momentum? It's kind of like when something goes viral on TikTok and everybody already knows about it. And then because they've heard about it, now they're more willing to purchase it. It's viral, it's on trend, it's momentum, it's skyrocketing. Okay. So I remember being in that momentum with my husband, and we used to always ask ourselves, gosh, what would it have been like if we joined before the massive momentum and built a team or built a lucrative business before momentum, and then momentum hit? What would have happened? It would have 10x'd, you guys. 10x'd. It would have been huge. So when my husband and I were looking at various other companies to leave what we had built and to come somewhere different, one of our prerequisites that we wouldn't even look at a company that was not that had passed momentum or that was older. We wanted a stable, financially conservative, financially stable company that was in what's called pre-momentum. So it was in its first, 2 or 3 years, but was proving mathematically solid and that we could then build before and then catapult with inside of momentum. Okay. That's what Bravenly is. That was one of our biggest, like, ooh, it was kind of sexy to us about the timing with Bravenly. The first year that we opened, we did 1 million organically, which is pretty impressive because we were only open for 1 month that year. It was in December 8th. The second year we did 8 million, guys. Less than 10% of companies in the entire United States ever hit 10 million in their lifetime. We did 8 million in our second year. That's pretty impressive. Third year, we did 19 million. Our fourth year, that fourth full year, we did 50 million. Okay, I'm a numbers person. If you haven't figured it out, let me tell you something real quick. Less than 0.02%, teeny tiny little number, teeny tiny, 0.02% of all companies globally across the globe have ever hit 50 million in their fourth year. Not even the giants, the massive companies that have been around. Think Mary Kay, Amway, some of those big, huge companies. They didn't even do that. We broke necks last year when we hit 50 million. People were like, what? Oh my gosh, who is Bravenly? What's going on? And let me tell you something. This year, which is our fifth year, we are on track to hit 100 million. Guys, that we just doubled. We just doubled in a single year. That is phenomenal. We have less than 12,000 active brand partners in both the US and in Canada. It's a fancy way of saying ground floor. I know that sounds kind of cheesy if you've heard that, but guys, now is the time to get in. Every time I look up, we're making more news. Another news article that I should replace and feature on this PowerPoint that just happened was that we were featured in Inc. 5000 as the number 6 fastest growing consumer goods business out of 33 million companies. I'll say that again. That's a lot of numbers. Out of 33 million companies, we were ranked number 6 fastest growing by Inc. 5000. Inc. 5000 is a very, I don't know what the word is, but very professional, very hard to get in with company. Think like Forbes kind of, where they go and verify everything. They rip a company to shreds in their financials. They look at every financial line. They look at it. They make sure that nothing is out of sorts. They look at everything to see and verify the growth that you're having. Number 6 out of 33 million companies, consumer goods. Okay, but let's just talk about all the regular companies. Let's take consumer goods out of it. Now let's just talk about all companies that ever existed in the United States. We were number 116. Guys, that is tremendous. If you're looking for a company that is in momentum, that is in growth, where people are winning, hi, hello, our name is Bravenly. We're right here. We're right here. Number 5, as I wrap this up, is a very generous compensation plan. Guys, money isn't everything, but if I'm going to take some time out of my day and away from my family, it needs to be worthwhile, right? Can I get an amen? Amen. We need to be compensated well. This comp plan is outstanding. Typically, the industry standard payout is 35% back to the field. We pay out 55 to 60%. So what that means is if a company makes and sells $1 million of profit, typically most other companies in the industry will pay out $350,000 back to their field. That's 35%. We pay out 55 to 60%, meaning built inside of the comp plan, there are more ways for you to earn money. That's what that means. Yay, right? That's a good thing. We also are a volume-based company, so every order counts, whether it's $20, $500, $50, it all matters no matter what level. No depth cap. There are ways to earn on infinite levels here at Bravenly. Pause for a second. If you're familiar with network marketing, your mouth should drop open right now. That's huge. Okay. But also you can see the average pay here is just phenomenal. Like I said, I'm Silver Executive Vice President, third from the very tippy top there. And I can attest all these numbers are very real. Monthly averages here. And I want to talk about one of them, for example, director here. It's an average of almost $500 a month. Who do you know that could benefit from $500 a month? I know a lot of people, a lot of people. And director, that's roughly 13 to 15 orders, helping 13 to 15 people try Bravenly. That is doable. That is doable. And we're going to show you how. Okay, so we're going to talk about the director rank up. This is something we provide as a team. What monthly income? I want you to write this in the chat. What monthly income would help your family? What is that? 500? It was $50 when I got started. Remember that part of my story? What is it? Is it 5,000? Is it 1,000? We have something called the Director Rank Up Playbook. And if you know how to build a director, which remember what I just said is 13 to 15 orders, if you can become one, you can build one and help somebody else hit that. And as you grow through the ranks, it's just helping people hit director. So you hear on our team, director, director, director. We say that a lot because it's the building block of our company. If you can go director and help other people go director, then you can go all the way to the top. Okay. If you have 2 directors in your downline, you could become senior director, and that's an average of $1,200 a month. Okay. So, Tara, how do I go director? Okay, I'm not going to bombard you with a whole bunch of learning quite yet, but I want you to know that we have this resource for you when you say yes to us on this team, is we show you that if you know 3 people that could use some extra money and 2 people who'd like to feel better, we can show you how to make almost $1,600, right? We show you how to duplicate that. Who knows 2 people that want to feel better? Who knows 3 people that can use some extra income? If you tell me no, I want to chit chat with you because I would challenge you. I'd lovingly challenge you because I bet you do. And if you do know those people, we can help you, and we help you through our resources, our systems on going director. We duplicate directors. Okay. And so I'll end with this. This is the question I always get is, well, what do I do to get started? Okay, this all sounds great, but let's get down to brass tacks, Tara. How do I get started? Well, there's 4 different ways. Okay, we try to offer various ways for different budgetary needs. You can get started as low as $49.99. That's a business kit. It doesn't come with products. We do encourage you to add on a product or 2 so that you can become a product of the product. You can try it, right? And then we have 3 kits with products. When you choose these 3 kits, it waives the $49.99. You don't have to pay for that. You're just paying for product. But in fact, you're getting product 40 to 60% discounted. So you can see that the values are much higher than what you're paying. We also have Klarna or Affirm, where you can split it into 4 payments. One thing that I always hear, and I'm not trying to upsell you, I'm being dead honest. I always hear from people, I wish I would have gotten the biggest pack that I could physically afford, even with Klarna or Affirm, because of the savings, But honestly, all of them are great. You want to know why? Because you get started with us, and we're going to help you, and we're going to support you, and you get some great products in your hands. Okay, so I'm going to close the screen share here, and I want to invite all of you guys to ask questions. Before you hop off, hang tight real quick. If you've got a question, if you're kind of ruminating on something, I bet you somebody else on this call has the same question, okay? And so I want to see if anybody who's on here that's a brand partner, do you have a guest on tonight that maybe has some questions? If you're a brand partner and you've got a guest on, you can unmute yourself and let me know. Who do you have on tonight with us? Let me check the chat really quick.
Tara, I've got my friend Kara on. She just got her products ordered and is getting started.
Oh, that's fantastic, Kim. Well, welcome, Kara. I'm so excited for you to be here. That is so exciting. So did you order as a customer, brand partner? Have you partnered with us? What is that for you?
Hey, I just ordered some products to try first.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Well, I'm so
Mm.
excited that they're in your hands for you to try. Do you have any questions about tonight? Did it all make sense to you?
It did, yeah, it was super informative.
Oh, good, good. Well, is there anything that's kind of holding you back from partnering with us as a team and with Kim?
No, I think I want to try the products for myself first and see how they work before I decide to become a brand partner.
I get that. I get that. I was
Yeah.
similar. And then within 24 hours, I was like, oop, I'm sold. So I'm excited for you to get those products
Yeah.
and try them. Well, I'm
Oh,
so
thank
thankful that
you.
you are here tonight. Do you have any questions for us, Kara?
I don't think so, no. Thank you though.
Awesome. Thanks so much. Well, thanks for being
Yeah.
here. All right, I see in the chat, Tara has said that she has Audrey on. Audrey, I lovingly and gently invite you to unmute if you are willing. I'd love to hear from you, Audrey. No pressure if that's something you don't want to do. She may be on. She's shy. That's okay. That's okay. I totally get it. Is there any other brand partners that have guests on here tonight?
Hey Tara, it's
Hey,
Lana.
Lana. Hey, how are you?
Thank you. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Who do you have on tonight?
I'm I miss you, by the way.
I miss you
So I
too.
have two on. I have Laura and Angela. Laura, I've already talked to her a lot. She said she doesn't really have any questions at the moment, really. I told her this is a good time to ask. Angela just was said she kind of missed the last part of how to get started and what the costs are and all that. So I told her I could ask you to go over that one more time.
Yes, I can. So getting started, we have four different options. We have the base pay, which is the $49.99. It's a business kit. And then you can add on a product or two of your choice. Okay. And then we have three product kits, a $2.99, a $4.99, and a $6.99. And Angela, we can have Lana send you those so you can see what's in them. You can also use Klarna or Affirm to split those into four different payments. That comes with a whole bunch of product. You also get Bravenly Cash, Event Cash. You earn commissions and rank pay off of that. It counts towards your rank up. There's lots of benefits to getting a product kit. And it also waives the $49.99. So there's several different options that we make sure is available for people of all different budgetary needs. So yeah,
Thank you.
you're
Mwah.
welcome. You're welcome. All right. Any how does the payment plan option work? Yeah, really simple. So basically you're going to open the app of Affirm or Klarna, whatever you want to use. You're going to open the app. You're going to then through the app type in your friend's website. Okay, so your friend who invited you here, they have a special URL link. You're going to type that in. You're going to go through the link, go through the checkout. At the very bottom of the app, you'll see either the K for Klarna or the Affirm logo. You click that and it allows you to select your 4-month payment option. Pretty simple. Yeah. Any other questions or anybody else that has a guest on tonight that wants to chat? I promise I don't bite.
Tara, I also have Carrie. I'm not sure if she's at a spot. Her video was on before.
Oh,
But Carrie got her brand partner kit and she got started and she's literally loving everything so far.
oh my gosh, that's so exciting, Carrie. I see you. I see your. There you are. There you are. I'm so excited for you.
Thank you. I'm super excited. So just dipping my toes in and yeah,
I
taking
get
it
it.
all in.
Well, welcome. Welcome to the fabulous team. And you partnered with an incredible human, Kim, as you know. And I'm so excited that you're getting started and dipping your toe. And I would guess that you'll dip your toe and then you'll go, all right, I'm ready for some more. Let's go. So I'm
Yes.
excited for you, Carrie. Welcome.
Thank you. I like the energy here. So this is great.
Good, 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 good. I'm so excited. Do you have any questions or anything, Carrie?
No, I'm just coming over I have about 8 years of network marketing experience and history. So
Yep.
just, making a transition and soaking it all in and learning new stuff. So
Hey, that's exciting, right? A little bit of
Hmm.
change doesn't hurt. And I know that transition feeling. I know it well. And I'm excited for you. I'm here for you. Our team is here for you. And I can't wait to get to know you and watch you just succeed. Welcome.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome. Anybody else have any questions or any other guests on tonight? We got a shy bunch tonight. You want to know what I bet it is? It's the time change. Is anybody else feeling the time change? Like I'm just like tired all of a sudden. I'm like it's I shouldn't be this tired, right? Oh, I see a question. Do we know any other brand partners in Fort Worth? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We have some Dallas and some Fort Worth, but we can connect you. Let me see this. Alexis, we can connect you with a group if you need. We also I'm also in Austin. I know that's not exactly super close to you, but it is down 35. But yes, Alexis, I'll connect you and I'll connect with Deanne to make sure that you feel connected locally too. Absolutely. Our team is all over the United States, all over the United States. So we can find you somebody. Anybody
Tara,
else? Yes.
also, so I got Brittany is on. I don't see her video. Brittni. She's been loving everything. She's ordering so much that she just upgraded a brand partner because she wanted that extra 10% off. She's a pastor's wife. She's incredible. They're in ministry, and but she's loving the products. And then Elizabeth Blonde down there is my friend that just got started to try out Drive, and Revive, and so she's just been on like just in this past month. But I'm so glad they hopped on.
Oh, well, welcome, Brittany and Elizabeth. Brittany, I see that you're holding a sleeping baby. Girl, I get it. I've got lots of babies around here, so I totally get it. But I'm so excited that you're here as well. Same to you, Elizabeth. You said she started Drive. Is that what you said, Kim?
She got Drive and Revive. She
Drive
likes
and
to
Revive.
revive. She's like not drinking it every day. She's like, I'm just gonna have it when like the kids get sick or I my body craves that one. I've literally been drinking it every day during pneumonia and since pneumonia. I'm like, I'm gonna have to get like 4 more bags
It's
next.
it's like a Z pack, okay? And I probably shouldn't say that, but it feels like a Z pack when you take Revive. It's an incredible product, but so is Drive, if you know what I mean. Drive is a good one. It's a good one for hormones, for both men and women, menstrual system symptoms, prostate health for men, but also libido. So just saying, I'll leave it there for that one. Awesome. I see Brittany said I started Calm and Drive. Oh, where'd it go? Started Calm and Drive and it sold me on every other product before I told them. I tell you what, Calm and Drive. Calm sold me too. I struggle with anxiety pretty significantly. And that right there is a game changer for me. Within 20 minutes, I'm like, okay, I just feel zen. It's amazing. Drive is awesome for my husband. Alyssa says, I see what you're saying, girl. I see what you're saying. That's so good. I love it. I love it. Calm sold
Hey,
me.
Tara.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, Lana, go ahead.
Sorry. I had one of mine ask a question. She said
Yes.
she's not really good at selling stuff. How do you get the word out? Can you? And I said, we have systems. We will help you, but can you talk about that just a little bit?
Absolutely, absolutely. So we definitely have quote unquote systems. So I'm going to give you some examples. Um, we have what's called messenger parties. So we teach a hybrid approach for anybody. We teach not only virtual ways that you can share the products, we also teach how you can do it in person. I love taking the hybrid approach and we have it all streamlined and outlined for you. So we do what's called messenger parties where Lana, for example, would host that for you. We have the resource for the team where everybody's using the same resource at all times. It's a 20-minute info session where you would just, all you have to do, guys, to quote unquote sell these products is invite people to take a look, right? Do you have conversations with people and say, hey, are you open to something like this? Would you be interested in something like this? And then you have resources that you can invite them to. For example, a call like this, right? Or a messenger party where it's an info session on our products. Or we have Facebook pages that they can go and poke around and you can tag them on certain things. We have all the resources so that you don't have to know what to do or how to do it when it comes to selling. You just have to invite them to the resource. And then more than that, we have message scripts, right? I don't recommend you just copying and pasting to 500 people. put some heart into it, be yourself, speak from heart, but we have things outlined for you that it takes the guesswork out and you don't feel like a salesperson. It's just skill set building and resource application on introducing people to Bravenly. So we show you how to do that. And then as far as, okay, well, Tara, I need to make, $200 this month or $500 this month or whatever it is. We've got resources and checklists and ways that you can do that. For example, that worksheet that I showed earlier today, if you just help 3 people, you can make 220. If you help a total of 5, you can make 465. There's different illustrations on ways that you can succeed here. And I like what Alyssa just said. Truly, everything you need to succeed is here. On top of that, not to overwhelm you, we as a team have regular events and pop up things throughout every month where you can plug into them, whether it's a day long event where you can hear live stories and real people success, or maybe it's a certain event that happens for an hour one evening that you can plug into, or maybe it's a virtual sip and social where somebody live goes over all the products. We have regular events that you can utilize and invite people to as well. Lana, does that help answer her question?
Yes. And also we do in-person stuff,
Oh yeah,
right?
tons of in-person stuff. So that was the virtual side. The in-person stuff, that's one of my love languages. Is I'm actually traveling to Kim in a couple days here, so I'll be going to Georgia, and we do in-person sip and socials. Very relaxed, duplicatable. Hey, let's have a taste bar. Let's invite some people over and let's have people taste these products. It doesn't have to be some professional slideshow. In fact, I wouldn't want it to be. Let's just have a casual get together. I teach you how to say it, how to invite, what to do. We've got a worksheet that your friends can then pick out their favorites from. And those events have a 96% order rate because they're so successful and they're so relaxed. So we teach you how to do in person. We teach you how to do vendor events. If you want to do a pop-up holiday vendor event and have some fun and meet some people, we teach you how to do that. It's fun. And for me, belly to belly, face to face is where you get to truly connect with people. And so if that's your jam, we got that for you too. Absolutely. I see you've got your first in person this month. Oh, Tara, I'm so excited for you. You're going to have so much fun. It's going to be so good. Any other questions or guests on tonight that want to say something, want to ask something? Now is your time. Happy to do that. All right, you guys. Well, it was so good chatting with you. I hope it served you well, and everybody have a great evening. We'll see you later.